Big news is dropping. Eryk Anders hangs up his gloves, but is money the real motivator? You do not want to miss this. Chris Curtis calls out a brutal loss. You do not want to miss this. Machado Garry blasts Islam Makhachev's excuses. You do not want to miss this. And Pereira eyes a super fight with Jon Jones. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell.
Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 mAh power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
I'm done, I'm happy, I'm at peace. That's the surprising declaration from UFC fighter Eryk Anders, who announced his retirement from MMA immediately after securing a unanimous decision victory over Brad Tavares at UFC Fight Night 269. After a storied career that saw him compete 20 times in the octagon, Anders, who turns 39 next month, cited a desire for peace and contentment after a demanding 30-year athletic journey. He revealed he felt better than ever physically and mentally heading into the fight, attributing it to being at peace with his decision and having a profitable gym business. This win served as a significant rebound after a knockout loss, bringing his record in his last 4 UFC fights to 3 wins, including a victory over former champion Chris Weidman. Anders, a former standout linebacker for the Alabama Crimson Tide, transitioned to MMA after his NFL dreams didn't materialize, quickly rising to win an LFA title before joining the UFC. While he expressed satisfaction with his decision, acknowledging his body's need for a break, he humorously left the door ajar for a return, stating, "We all know money talks." The fighter admitted his biggest concern now is finding a new outlet for the intense rush he experienced in competition. Don't go anywhere, we've got more explosive fight news coming up. Next, we'll dive into Chris Curtis's blunt assessment of his latest UFC performance. Well, that was as fun as a wet fart in church. Sorry, guys. That's the colorful and candid reaction from Chris Curtis following his lackluster unanimous decision loss to Machado Garry at UFC Vegas 114. What was expected to be a striking battle quickly devolved into a grappling-heavy affair, with Garry dominating with 19 takedowns, a UFC record for a single fight in the welterweight division. Curtis, usually known for his finishing ability, expressed his frustration on Facebook, admitting it was a shit night and a shit fight, and that his opponent had no intention of being in a fight. Despite a strong camp and no physical injuries, Curtis's pride was wounded. This defeat marks a challenging period for the 38-year-old veteran, whose record has become more mixed in recent bouts after an initial strong start in the UFC. He's now contemplating his next steps after this disappointing performance. Stay tuned, because the drama in the welterweight division is far from over. Next, we're hearing from Machado Garry about a potential title fight. Machado Garry isn't buying Islam Makhachev's injury claims, calling them outright excuses as he pushes for a welterweight title shot. Makhachev recently secured the welterweight strap and was slated for a return in May or June, but UFC CEO Dana White revealed he's dealing with a hand injury. Makhachev's manager, Ali Abdelaziz, has downplayed Machado Garry's claim to the next shot, advocating for Kamaru Usman instead. However, Machado Garry is skeptical, suggesting the injury might be fabricated or occurred during Makhachev's downtime, perhaps even during his horseback riding activities. "I don't believe it. I think it's excuses," Machado Garry stated on Instagram. He feels that champions often become inactive after winning the belt to protect their position, and he believes Makhachev is avoiding him. The Irish fighter is coming off back-to-back wins against Carlos Prates and Belal Mohamed, solidifying his status as a top contender, and he's eager to challenge for the title. But the championship picture isn't the only one heating up. We're heading to the heavyweight division next, where Pereira has his sights set on a massive superfight. Pereira is making a bold move, vacating his light heavyweight title to pursue heavyweight gold, and he's got his eyes on a colossal superfight with Jon Jones. Pereira, the former 2-division champion, confirmed his decision on the Ariel Helwani show, revealing a new 8-fight contract with the UFC that made the transition to heavyweight a clear choice. "It was a pretty easy choice," Pereira stated, expressing gratitude to UFC matchmakers Mick Maynard, Hunter Campbell, and Dana White for the lucrative new deal. At 38 years old and weighing around 245 pounds, Pereira believes he has nothing left to prove at light heavyweight and wants to avoid the grueling weight cuts. His immediate focus is on capturing the interim heavyweight title against Cyril Gane at UFC White House on June 14. However, the ultimate prize remains a potential showdown with Jon Jones, a fight that has been long rumored. Pereira believes the super fight is still possible, especially if he secures a win against Gane, and sees it as a logical next step given Jones's uncertain future with the UFC. He's motivated to make history and is confident he can defeat any opponent the UFC puts in front of him. And that's just a glimpse of the action-packed stories we're covering. Stick around for our lightning round recap and the full call to action. What a show! Eryk Anders is calling it a career, Chris Curtis is calling out a tough loss, Machado Garry is calling out Makhachev's excuses, and Alex Pereira is calling for a super fight with Jon Jones. That's all the news we've got for you today, but don't go anywhere. Make sure you're subscribed to news and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single update. Let us know in the comments which fight you're most excited for, and follow us on all social media platforms for more behind-the-scenes action. We'll see you next time.